What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I'm here to bring to you my predictions video for our game this week versus Maryland. I know a lot of people have pretty much skipped out on this game. They're already looking ahead to the Ohio State game, and I understand. I don't blame a lot of people for that, but this game cannot be overlooked. I know it seems like you can just go ahead and pencil in this game, but, there's a couple of things that have to be addressed as far as this game goes. Now, first of all, we're not going to necessarily call it a trap game, but it's definitely a game that, if you get complacent, this is a road game, and, you got a team in Maryland that right now is fighting for bowl game eligibility. So I'm pretty sure at this point like a desperate team. They got 2 games to get 1 victory. So, why not try and get it against us? So this is not a game that, can be taken lightly or overlooked or anything like that. It is a game where you want to get the victory and just get out. You don't want any injuries to happen during this game, but it's one of those things where you want to play well, but you don't want to reveal anything that you might be able to use in the game next week versus Ohio State. And on the same token, you don't want to be exposed. So, I remember the 2018 game, and we were real confident going into that game, and then all of a sudden, we played Indiana, and I swear to God, it was like the first half was okay, and then I remember the second half, Indiana all of a sudden started doing all these crossing routes, and all of a sudden it became a real close game, and our secondary got exploited. And lo and behold, that was used against us the next week versus Ohio State, where they just went crazy with the crossing routes. And of course, there was no adjustments by Don Brown, and we ended up getting absolutely annihilated. So, you don't want to show anything, on offense that could be used in the game, and you don't want to reveal anything, any holes in the defense or any coverages that can be exploited in the game. So it's like you want to play well, you want to disguise everything, you don't want anything to be revealed on offense or defense. So there's a lot more to this game than just going in and getting a victory. Obviously, that's the most important thing at the end of the day, because, obviously, if we lose and get upset by Maryland, everything else is in vain. So, the same amount of focus that goes into every week needs to go into this game as well. So, we hope and pray that that is done, that these guys don't decide that they got a week off and play down to the competition. So, Maryland's primarily, for the most part, a passing team. They put up, decent passing stats. But, this is one of these games where, obviously, if you get enough pressure on their quarterback and, don't give them enough time to just sit back in the pocket, you can have great success. You can force them into turnovers. So, like I said, the key of this game is just getting the victory, getting out of there unscathed, no major injuries, no injuries at all. Allow guys to get playing time. Don't reveal anything. To me, that's all that's really going to be about this game. There's not any no real keys to victory, anything like that. Just go about your game plan like you normally do, and the team is talented enough to take care of things. So I don't imagine, especially if we get up early, that a lot of guys, key players, are going to stay in the game, and anybody who's nursing any injuries or anything like that, I doubt they see any time, or if they do, it's going to be in a limited role. So we're going to see what happens. I'm not going to talk Ohio State or anything like that in this video, or anything, for this week as far as that goes, because that game is next week. And like I said, I've seen some sports channels and some Michigan football channels already skipping out on this game and primarily talking Ohio State already. And that's just, to me, that's a mistake. Well, I mean, it's their channel; they can do whatever they want. But this is not a game where you can just put it to the back burner. It's a guaranteed win. There are no guaranteed wins. So, I'm definitely going to be watching this game. The Michigan State Ohio State game. I'm definitely going to be watching that before I watch our game. Because, to me, as far as for us to have a chance to make the playoffs, that's the most important game of the day. If Michigan State wins that game, pretty much it's anything can happen next week, but I wouldn't be relying on Penn State to come through. Especially, I think it's a home game for Michigan State. So, if there's any opportunity for them to lose and get that second loss, it's going to be this week versus Ohio State on the road. And, like I said, I'm going to be watching that game. I'm sure that the Michigan coaching staff is going to be, not necessarily, obviously not watching the game because we have our own game to play, but taking film and watching the film from that game to see if there's anything that Michigan State does on offense that could be used, in the game for us the following week. So it's going to be interesting to see if Michigan State can run the football on Ohio State. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not, Michigan State's secondary is going to be able to stop them. Hard to believe of Michigan State as far as total yards per game in total is the worst of any FBS team. That's hard to believe, but it is what it is. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not Ohio State's going to exploit that and just go off for like 500-600 yards, or is Michigan State going to come out with a completely different game plan than what they've had, for all these weeks up until this point, in order to throw Ohio State off. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Like I said in a previous video, it hurts me to say this, but I'm going to be, for this week, and this week only, cheering for Ohio State to win. Like I said, it hurts me to say it, but that's going to be our best opportunity. Believe it or not. So I'm going to be a fan of theirs just for 1 week only. Cheer them on to get that victory versus Michigan State, and then as soon as the game is over, switch up and go right back to hating them. So, not anything as far as strategy goes for this game. Just win, move on to next week, and we'll see Ohio State next week. As far as the prediction for the game, like I said, if we take care of business and play the way we need to, this shouldn't be any type of issue as far as Maryland goes. So I'm going to give it, we're going to say 35-13 final. That's my prediction. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment in the comment section below about the game itself. Do you think that it's going to be close? Do you think that we're going to blow them out? What do you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you plan on, if you're already moved on to next week and you're already trying to figure out what's going to happen with the Ohio State game, and you're not even going to be bothered with this game this week. Let me know if that's what you plan on doing for this week's games. I'd just be interested to see where everybody is as far as their mindset goes, and things like that. So leave me a comment in the comment section below about that. And like the video, please, if you can. I appreciate everybody who does. It definitely helps out my video a lot. So if you can, definitely like the video. And if you like my content and want to see more, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, definitely hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that I got. I really would appreciate it. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and as always, go blue.